What if I told you the reason you're broke isn't because of the world, your job, or your past, but because of a story you keep telling yourself? I used to wake up every day with anxiety pressing on my chest, not because of something specific, but because I knew the numbers didn't add up. Bills stacked higher than my confidence, debt growing faster than my paycheck, and hope that felt like a luxury, but something shifted, and that shift changed everything. The lie we're told. We've been told a story: money is hard. Only the lucky get rich. You have to trade time for money. You must work 40 years to retire and maybe enjoy life at the end. That's the lie, and I believed it until I couldn't anymore. My rock bottom, it wasn't one moment. It was 1,000 tiny cracks, an overdraft fee here, an unexpected expense there, avoiding call from unknown numbers, telling friends I'm good when I wasn't. I smiled in public and panicked in silence, until one day I just stopped pretending. I looked myself in the mirror and said, something has to change, and that something is me. The awakening. Change didn't come from a miracle, it came from a decision. I started reading, listening, learning. I realized money isn't the goal. Freedom is time freedom, mental freedom, emotional freedom, and to have that, I had to break up with my scarcity mindset. Reprogramming. We think the problem is outside, but it's not. It's internal. Money doesn't fix a scarcity mindset. You could hand a broke person $1 million, and they'd lose it in a year if they didn't change who they are. So I asked, what does a wealthy person think like? How do they feel? How do they act? Small habits, big shifts. I started tracking every dollar. Every cent had a purpose. I created a budget not to restrict me, but to give me freedom. I stopped spending to impress and started investing to grow. I read 10 pages of a finance book every morning. I did one uncomfortable thing every day, and I stopped waiting for money to feel abundant. I chose to feel abundant first. The inner game. I visualized a life where I was free, not just financially but emotionally, where I didn't flinch to unexpected bills, where I could take my mom on a trip, where I could give without fear of not having enough. And slowly, that vision became reality, not by magic, but by alignment, the shift in identity. You don't get wealthy by chasing money. You become wealthy by becoming the kind of person who attracts it. Discipline is love. Consistency is power. Gratitude is magnetism. The moment I stopped needing money to feel free, money started finding me in the most unexpected ways. The truth about money. Money is not good or bad. It's not emotional. It's a mirror. It amplifies who you are. If you're generous, it makes you more generous. If you're fearful, it makes you more fearful. And if you're intentional, it becomes a tool. Not the master, but the servant. From surviving to creating, most people live in survival. Waiting for Friday, waiting for a raise, waiting to finally enjoy life. But creators, we don't wait, we design. We build systems, we create value, we detach from outcome and marry the process. The final shift. One day I checked my bank account, and I smiled, not because of the number, but because I knew. I'm no longer afraid. I'm no longer reacting. I'm creating. And that feeling is priceless. So what's your story? Are you the victim of your life or the author of it? Because here's the truth. You're not broke. You're just believing an old identity. You don't need to win the lottery. You need to remember your power, the same power that built empires, the same power that rises from nothing, the power to choose. Choose now, choose better, choose you. Because money doesn't make you free, you make you free.